Playing on the East Coast at Heinz Field against the Pittsburgh Steelers is not great for the Denver Broncos, especially with it coming week 2 of the season. This is a huge test for the young Broncos. The Steelers are led by Ben Roethlisberger, who has shown signs of declining over the last couple years while dealing with injuries. Those injuries cut his 2019 season down to just 2 games. James Conner leads the running back room, and the backs after him haven't really shown their stuff. Rookie Anthony McFarland is an unknown here that can really help that running back room. There's also a talented group of receivers with Deontay Johnson, who is entering his second year, and James Washington. They also added the unknown with Chase Claypool. Pittsburgh is such a good team at finding talented wide receivers in the draft, and Juju Smith-Schuster leads that group. He is a matchup nightmare because of the skill set, and he is going to give the Broncos secondary trouble. As for their offensive line, it is a solid unit with their biggest strength being the interior of the line, led by David DeCastro. However, they have their weaknesses that Denver can exploit to cause problems for the Steelers' offense. The biggest strength for the Steelers' defense is their defensive line that has some really talented players. Stephon Tuitt and Cameron Hayward are both great 5 techs in the NFL. TJ Watt off the edge gives them a reliable pass rusher who has been outstanding since he entered the NFL. He is going to give the Broncos tackles plenty of problems that Drew Lock will have to account for. It is also going to be interesting to see how Devin Bush develops. Bush was terrible in coverage in 2019, and this is going to be a very interesting matchup between him and Noah Fant in this game. The secondary is a pretty solid unit that is led by Minkah Fitzpatrick, who really stepped up his play after the Steelers traded for him. They are using him the right way, and it is making him a dangerous foe for opposing quarterbacks. Denver's offense is going to have their work cut out for them because how strong the Steelers' defense is, and the stud talent they have at every level. This is another huge test early for this Broncos offense. As for the defense, that is going to be a really interesting matchup because it is so hard to say what Ben Roethlisberger is going to look like out there after missing almost all of the 2019 season. This is a tough early matchup for multiple reasons, and being a game early in the season on the East Coast just adds to it. This team will have to play up to their potential to hold their own against a likely healthy Steelers team. For Mile High Huddle and Sports Illustrated, I'm Eric Trickle.